for some of you guys to come on in, and then we can start our live stream, our long live stream. It's a long one tonight. It's an off night, so it's a long one tonight. And sometimes I do say I will start at 10 o'clock, but it's more going to be like 10:30 to 11. And I am sorry that I am late. I got caught up with an old or saw an old workmate, talked to talked talked to her and her fiance, because it's been a long time, since or actually just saw each other tonight, and then we see each other at the gas station, two places in once. But still, it's good. It, but still, it's all good. Always good to run into someone that you used to work with. Hey Tim, it's going pretty good so far. And Feathers Creature, I miss you, my sweet. Every day I miss you. I miss you so much. Every day. Not a day goes by that I don't think about you. Well, well, my sweet, it will probably the stream will probably be until the phone dies down or goes down to 2%. But let wait until I get back home, and then after. But if you're tired, much better next time. But I said, yeah. The problem is that the phone will probably go until it dies, and then I'll charge it when it gets home, and then it'll be like at 15%, and then I'll like walk across the street to call you or so. Yeah, I mean, I'll talk to you, while it's out while we're outside, because I'll call you when I get back home, because I'll have to charge the phone. The phone will die before it's before the stream goes. The phone always goes down to like 2% by the time I'm done. But I would like to talk to you. Yes, I would very much. I might go out. We talk tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow. We'll talk tomorrow then. Probably much better to talk tomorrow. They said that now you're in. Now I know for both of you into are into Thursday now. I will tell you that I plan to go live again next Wednesday night, and I said, that will probably. And I said we'll be going into Thursday morning, and next Thursday is my birthday, though. I'm thinking, yes, next Thursday is my birthday. Next Thursday I turn 40, and I'm not looking forward to turning 40. I think I'm getting old. I feel like I'm getting old turning it into my 40s. I'm thinking, yep, I'm turning 40. I'm getting old. Got some. My brother was up the coast and saw two blue whales, the biggest animal to ever exist. Wow, two blue whales. Now, I mean, we've all seen whales, but never seen blue whales. Yep, PPK to the rescue, Roswell. I love you a lot, Feathers Creature. Like I say, I miss you every day. Yep, until yeah, and yep, Tim and Feathers were the first ones in here, and then you came the third one in here. I say, and there's Jonathan. There's Jonathan. I know Jonathan was waiting for me. I told Jonathan there will be a game night tonight. I told him 10:30 to 11. I said I might be fashionably late, and sure enough, I was fashionably late. But I had good reason this time. I had stopped into a, I had saw when I was going to get my drink at the gas station for tonight, saw an old mate or a friend that I used to work with. So I talked to her and her fiance for a little bit, and I think that's probably what caused it a little late. But then again, about a little bit about 11 is when we quit talking. So, and I thought, hope I'm not too late. Sure enough, I did make it in plenty of time. Lucky they ended and said they were going to the car because I mean I can never end a conversation. Just ask me and I'll just be chatting away. Ooh. Hey, you guys, I have a ghost. Ooh, that'd be a perfect video to react to on Halloween. Really? Hey, what I think what was up the topic today is mainly anything. We are waiting for some of our fellow playmates to show up, and then we'll be doing our gameplay. But until then, we just talk until we get enough people in here. Yeah. Here's what it's this is what it said, Roswell. I remember seeing that comment, and she said, did you see what I said?" And I said, "No, I didn't see it." I said, "The last thing I said was, do you know why I don't like the Boy Scouts?" And then it did show up on replay, and I said, "Oh, okay, okay, yeah, that's what it is." She said it again, but luckily YouTube didn't censor it. I said, they probably censored it because it's a pretty serious topic. It's a pretty serious topic. Yeah, do you think it's like maybe who lives in that house or something? Do you think that it was probably the people that used to live in the house? Maybe like first people to live in that house? I always I always feel I always feel that if someone dies in their home instead of a hospital or the hospice, I always figure, their ghost will stay there. I figure their ghost will stay there. That's my feeling on a ghost. I feel that if a person dies in their house, then the ghost stays there. It lives there forever. Anybody else you sell the house to in the future, hopefully if anybody died in that house, their ghost won't stay there. Yeah, it looked like we were insensitive, but Skylar will understand. I suppose right now she's probably in bed for school tomorrow. Well, I bought a haunted doll, and that's when activity really picked up. But there's always been a ghost here. Always, huh? Wow. I have hundreds of dollars worth of ghost equipment. Yeah, $100 worth of ghost equipment. I've heard, oh, didn't see this one. Tomorrow I get the paranormal box music. It looks like a coffin, or paranormal music box. It looks like a coffin. I've heard a bunch of stories where recently deceased loved ones give you signs shortly after passing. I think that's cool. Okay. Well, I have now I read one. I read once. No, the ghost is going to come with me when we move. Oh, well, here's what I read something that like they said like the deceased do they still give you love after they die, and this one person I mean they just posted random on there. I just came across it. They said that when their dad died, they felt that their dad was sitting right next to them at his funeral. And I said, and then of course one of my friends that died, um, I remember like, I was on the football team with her husband and before the wife passed, and he said that he felt that that he was on his birthday. He felt that. Oh, I do have a haunted doll. I've only bought the doll to get the ghost. Oh, yes, Tubi has the Shrek trilogy currently. Yes, I would feel it probably would. Probably would have all, if it has the Shrek trilogy, it would have all three of them. And that's exactly what YouTube says how many people are talking right now. Three, or three watching at least. Moved up to five. Gonna have to buy all of Tubi stocks. Be right back. Okay. Now, luckily, this is a long live stream. At first, I thought they were missing part two. Oh, now, my, now, I bought it. I mean, I took it after, she didn't have a CD player anymore, but my sister had because my niece loved, so there's a lot of songs from Shrek 1 that I just absolutely, love. I'm a Believer. Let's see, like Wow, Best Years of Our Lives, Bad Reputation, lots of them. Then again, it could be my dad because I inherited this bed from my dad. A lot of the activity happens in my bed. I swear I can feel someone sit down on the bed when I'm sleeping. Last night I was tapped on the shoulder. Haunted bed. I communicate with him with my EMF and the paranormal box with the EMF meter. I can get yes and no responses using the green and the red. I went to the catacombs in Paris. It had 200,000 skeletons in there underground who died from the plague. That was crazy energy. Ooh. Now, what I was going to say was that now what really impressed me. I don't know if the bed is actually haunted. I got the bed for my dad. My dad passed. Could be trying to deceive you too, Jonathan. Hey, there's Cheryl. There's Cheryl. Honestly, loving the live without the Family Feud questions right now. I love the game time too, but this chill time has a vibe of its own. We're just hanging out. Yeah, we're just waiting for some of our people to get in here. I think, let's see, we've got Tim, Roswell, Jonathan, Yeef, and Cheryl. So we've got enough to play. But then again, I'm not sure if everyone is in here. Oh, because, well, YouTube's already trying to mess with the algorithm. Okay, now it's probably right. It said we had two watching. I said we've got more than two, and now I said I mentioned four people, five people, but I said maybe just be four, and now it's back down to two. So I don't even know how many people are watching or playing. I feel the algorithm is fooling us sometimes, trying to fool us. The full Monty. Yeah, I said we were I said check it out. We're doing the last of the 80s questions going into 90s questions. I said yes, on my episodes that I watched to get the questions, I'm now into 1990. I said enjoy the 80s. The 80s questions leave tonight and we jump into the 90s questions. Now, try living in a historic hospital converted into apartments. I think you I think you mentioned something about that, Cheryl. I think you mentioned something about that. I lost my Super Bowl bet. I bet $20 on the coin toss and I lost. It was heads. Oh, you so you bet tails. Yeah, the odds say the Super Bowl was going to be close, but they always say it's going to be close. Like they were right on the Seahawks winning, but they said they didn't say they were going to win by 16 points. It said that they were only going to win by maybe 4.5 points. I don't get how the odds say 0.5 to something. There's no 0.5 in a game. Yeah, I lost last year with tails. It's kind of like, whatever you do, whatever you bet last year, do the opposite. I mean, do the same one. You're bound to win some years. If you feel like it's going to be heads, bet tails. If you feel like it's going to be tails, bet heads. Yeah, I kind of talked fast and kind of everything. I said, but I'm gonna say what I felt. I thought yes. If you bet tails, bet heads, or bet heads, or fail heads, bet tails, or fail tails, bet heads. Yeah, bet heads, but not butt heads. That would not feel good if you butt heads. Yeah, well, I said, I don't know what I'm going to do. I thought next Wednesday I'm going to come on here. And I said, I'm going to be going into my birthday because my birthday is next Thursday. And I said, I don't know if I'd be able to do a live stream that day. I said, because I work at 9 o'clock that night, you can offer to take your birthday off. But I said, no, but I'm thinking, no, I'll probably be done by 9 o'clock. And I thought, if I'm going out for my birthday to celebrate it, I probably won't have time to do one. I said, so what I thought I would do is that next Wednesday I'll come in and then as it hits midnight, it'll come into my birthday and then everybody can tell me happy birthday then. I said, but this is one birthday I'm not looking forward to. Why? Because I'm turning 40. I feel like I'm getting old. I have a dermatology appointment on the. Oh, you have a dermatology appointment on my birthday. Wow. Can't believe the Patriots didn't win. I have my consultation on the 25th to discuss trying to remove the cancer. Oh, I'm glad you overlapping into the 19th from Wednesday counts as a birthday stream. That's what I'm thinking. I thought next Wednesday, the title could be, um it's like a 2-in-1, a game not a Wednesday night family feud live stream going into and my birthday. So yeah, a lot of yeah, Tim, a lot of people have told me, uh, a lot of people have told me that a lot of people have said, oh, 40, you're young at 40, they say no, you're not old until you reach 60. That's what someone told me. They're like, you're not old till you hit 60. So from what they're saying, they're saying that all of us right now, all of us that are under 60 right now, we're still not old. They're saying, yeah, we all pray for Cheryl. I said, I'm thinking we can do that. We can do that right now if we need to. I said here. I said the perfect person. I said the perfect person to do perfect person to do prayers is one SP. He's the one that usually leads prayers and prayer streams. I said, if you ever need a prayer request or something, just reach out to him. He's there. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys something. I said I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I do have to say that this week I can, next week I can, the 2 weeks from tonight or 2 weeks from Friday is the usual is the seriousness because just hang out with AARP people and you'll feel young PPK because on the 28th or on the 27th and 28th my brother-in-law will be driving us will be picking all of us up to take us about a 6 hour trip 6 hour trip because my niece is getting married and of course will and he's going to be driving everybody there and she's getting married on the 28th and it's kind of like that and the 28th I thought the 27th and 28th I thought, oh, I said I might be able to stream on the 27th. Said it would be from the hotel though. I said I don't know how long I could do that though. I said, I'd be off of work that night, so it could be longer than 2 hours, or might just be shorter. I don't know. It depends on what on how it goes. I said, but yeah, I will not be home the 27th or the 28th. I said I can try to stream from the hotel or we can make up a couple of nights of night stream. We can make it up a couple of nights if you want to do that. It's however you want to play. It's however you want to play, play it on the safe side. What city is the wedding in? Oh, Tim, it's not in this state. It's not in Kentucky. It's in Indiana, and it's in a city in Indiana called Indianapolis. Yep, she's getting married in Indianapolis, Indiana. Yeah, I would have to get I'd have to get the password. I said bring the I'm thinking, I could get in the business center, but I said they might only allow me a a they might allow me, a business. I mean, I said they might only allow me, there might be a limit in the bit in the business center. So I thought, I could stream or I could make it up. I don't know. Yeah, Peter's the only one of us who looks old. Yeah, Heather's the oldest, but she doesn't look old. I think somebody told her she hasn't aged in 50 years. You haven't thought of that, Jonathan. You've been thinking that for a while. You've told me that, and listen, I I told you, I told you. Problem with free Wi-Fi is your phone can get hacked. Be careful, PPK. I said I don't have to do it from my phone. I could probably do it from my laptop. DG has been missing. Yeah, where is he anyway? Well, I mean, I remember he said he was busy, but where is he? Oh, I still work at McDonald's. I've already, and I said it's funny because when you request a night off, you have to do it 3 weeks in advance. So last week I had to tell them, I request the 27th and the 28th off because I will be out of town. I've got greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, lambs, rogs, hogs, dogs, chickens, turkeys, rabbits, you name it. You name it, Doctor Who's got it. Yeah, yeah, DG was here last week, I mean, come on, DG, you're the youngest out of all of us. Well, I would say that, if I did it, I said I'm not sure how I could do it though. I said we might have to just make it. We just might have to make it up another night. I don't know. I said I'm not sure. I said I could be in the. I said I would love to be in the business hall, but they might only allow you an hour in the business center. I'm not sure. And the only reason I'm saying this is because I remember one time I went to one time I was in a hotel in in Memphis, and they had a business center at the hotel, and they said, I think they said you're only allowed an hour in the business room. So I'm thinking, I can't do that. I'm thinking, might be better if I just do the laptop, or I said I can't really, do it too long because I said, unless I get a separate room, I'd have to pay for it. And then again, my parents say my voice is loud. So even if I got another room, I, have to pay for it. And I said, that probably would just be better, if I just did it outside, down in the lobby at the hotel. I'll say, I could show you the hotel. I'm not afraid to show you the hotel. Be like, yep, beautiful Indianapolis, Indiana. Here we are. It's a family owned lab, so they're kind of skirting around the usual practices. What are you talking about, Eve? 3 weeks seems like a long time, but man, I would love that. At the sleep lab I work at, they want us to give them 3 months notice. Oh, that's what you were talking about. I missed that one. I missed that one. Yeah, yeah. I I think I've been told that they make it 3 weeks in advance because they make schedules 3 to 4 weeks in advance. I think that's why they want you to do it 3 weeks in advance because they make schedules 3 to 4 weeks in advance. They'll make like weekly schedule like four like maybe weekly schedules 4 weeks ahead, so or 3 weeks ahead. That's why you got to request off in 3 weeks. That's why you got to request off at 3 weeks, 3 weeks or earlier. If you request off past 3 weeks, it's too late. They can't do it. I almost said, I thought about doing my birthday, but I thought that's too late, but I can still class off for the wedding though. I can still request off for the wedding. I can I can I can venture my niece and everything. I said my sister started do I mean, I talked to my sister about it, and I told my sister I was like, I remember when you got married, you were hyperventilating. I said I hope my niece I hope that I hope she does. I said I hope my niece doesn't start hyperventilating. My sister is like my sister's like she's like, I don't know if she'll start hyperventilating, but she's having bride stress issues right now. Oh, my birthday is next Thursday, Doctor Who, on the 19th. I said the funniest thing is, I asked my parents, what day was I due? They said I was due on February 19th. I actually I was actually born on my due date. Not a lot of people actually make it on their due date. I said funniest thing I said funniest thing is I said funniest thing is both my sisters were late and I was on time. My brother-in-law who's my brother-in-law who's been married to my other sister, the one that cut us off, he's been married to her for 26 years, and I think he said maybe back in the early 2000s that, I hated being alone by myself, so I was probably so when I was coming, I thought to my mom, I thought he said my brother-in-law is thinking he's probably thinking like I don't like being alone. I got to find a way out of here. I really got to find a way out of here. That's probably what I was said. Yeah, big 40 this year. I said I said, I don't wish I was 40, Cheryl. I said, I feel old at 40. 90 days early. So you were a very premature baby, Jonathan. You're lucky you made it on time if you came 90 days early. That's like 3 months early. I said, yeah, this is a milestone birthday. So I said, I want to do something. I'm a twin, 17 minutes. Oh, 17 minutes apart. I don't have a belly button. I was a test tube baby. Really, Tim? Two handsome men. Wonder Twins, activate. Now, yeah, I mean, don't we all? Don't we all? I said, I don't know what I said, I really don't. I said, my birthday is a week away and I really don't know what I want to do. I said, I feel like I should do something, because it's a milestone birthday. It's 40 years old. I just don't I don't look forward to it because I feel I'm getting old at 40. But then again, you know, but then again, there was one girl at work and I'm like, and she said like, I think something mentioned about her age being old, and I'm like, hey, I'm 7 years older than you. If you're old, what's that make me? They're like, ancient. I'm like, oh, gee, thanks. What was Marty Kraft smoking in the 70s? I don't know. I heard the 70s was wild, though. We were conceived on different days, so we came from two separate eggs. The start of Over the Hill. Oh, well, yeah, I've, is, do they say do they say when you hit 40 you're over the hill? I always thought it was when you hit 50 you're over the hill. I mean, some people say 40, but I think a lot of people say 50 over the hill. I remember starts at 40. Oh, well, I was going to say that I remember I remember once when we were teenagers, I think we were in 7th and 8th grade. Sunday our Sunday school teacher was having a birthday and we told him, and he's kind of like, I mean, we drew it and we're like, and we said his name and we're like, you don't look a day over 49 and a half. And then we draw a hill going down. He says, you're going over the hill. He actually was a good sport about it. He actually was laughing at that too. He's like, you don't look a day over 49 and a half. And then and then he's like, hey, you're going over the hill. Because that's what it said on the board. You're hill down there, downhill. You're going over the hill. You did what, Doctor Who? The banana splits? One of my friends that I went to school with, I don't talk to her anymore, but I remember her mom saying that her older brother, her first son, my friend's older brother, didn't have a belly button either. I said, funny thing is, my sister also knew who that other person was. Well, actually, both of them knew. Both my sisters knew. Yeah, the banana. Oh, had a midlife crisis. The banana splits. Oh dear, had a midlife crisis at 3 years ago. I didn't know you could smoke banana peels, Roswell. Yes, I remember the cartoon. One banana, two banana, three banana, four banana. I remember the cartoon. I remember the cartoon on the Cartoon Network. which I cannot believe was 30 years ago. Even had a 19-year-old girlfriend and I was 36. Oh, so you're about my age then. You're almost 40. A lot of people are saying, if you're no 40, there a lot of people are saying, oh, you need they're like, oh, no 18-year-old should be dating no 40-year-old. Thinking like I'm thinking, I mean, I see that stuff on Facebook on soulmates, and I'm just like, you've said that many times. Give it a rest already, okay, would ya? I didn't say that, but I thought that. Say what? I thought everybody had a belly button. That's how you get fed when you're a baby. Midlife crisis are gay. Now you were every time you say gay like that, you remind me of Shan, thinking, oh, I wish Shan was here. I pulled a girl from a bar. She worn without a bum hole and had a bag. I get the hell out of there. No, Cheryl says that's shitty, but no pun intended. Gross. It was ridiculous. No hard anal for her. Oh, speaking of anal, you guys want to hear a joke I heard? I don't know if I told you guys this joke before or not, but Jonathan's comment reminds me of this joke. How was it? Now, how did it go? Okay, it went like this. There was a man who had a boy who called him Azip. And the girl said, Daddy, why did you call him Azip? And she's like, and the dad said, well, sweetie, I enjoy pizza, and pizza is his name spelled backwards, and I just spell things backwards that I enjoy. And she's like, oh, okay, I got it. That clears it up. Thanks, Dad. He's like, no problem, Lana. Yeah, I was waiting for your reactions. I was waiting for your reactions right there. That's why I said, they got to hear it. Because, I mean, if you think, what's Lana spelled backwards? Oh, yeah. And Jonathan said anal, and I said, oh, that reminds me of that joke. Hey, I didn't think of the joke. I just heard it. Oh, yeah. Lana is anal spelled backwards. And I remember I told one of my friends that at work, and he's like, Lana and anal. He's like, Lana anal. Nice. Yep. Womp, womp, womp. Oh, Cheryl had to ask a question. Um, what was the question, Cheryl? Let me pull it up again. She said, I think I pulled it up right here. Question, be honest. Do y'all really do anal? I did anal with my girlfriend, or with Landon's mom. I did anal with her, before we started going into real sex. I did anal then, but I don't. I mean, I did anal then, but that was then. That was that was 18 years. Well, hold on, 2007. So that's about 30 years ago, almost 30 years ago, 29 to be exact. I never liked anal because you never hit bottom. What did Tim say? Most guys want to have it, Cheryl, but most girls don't like it or only do it on special occasions. And then after Lana was born, we went back to doing anal to play it safe. Except I don't have a girl, so I can't do anal anymore without a girl. Oh yeah, Jonathan, he's the he's the any guy that does speaking of which, game pun in our game pun intended. If you asked any guys that did anal, I'm sure Jonathan would be the number one answer. I bet Jonathan would be the number one answer. Any guy on here that does anal, I'm sure Jonathan would be the number one answer. Game pun intended. What did Doctor Who say? I missed it. I never liked anal because, oh, yeah, I read that. You never hit bottom. There's all types of anal. It's complicated. No thanks. There's a lot you have to do before anal. You need a butt plug, loop pay, and a good clean. I've done it many times. Actually, there is a there is a there there what or she's not there anymore, but she used to be there. Uh, like Guadalupe was her name. I'm not sure what nationality she was. I think she might. I don't know if she was Mexican or Spanish or what, but you know, we everybody always named her Lupe. Everybody just nicknamed her Lupe. Guadalupe. Lupe. We just call her Lupe. No mud on your helmet. Isn't that if aren't you, I think you make me think mud on your helmet. Football. One time I got a shitty surprise. Yeah, you don't want a chili dog, Tim. Oh, chili dog. Now you've thought of something else in my mind, Tim. Or Roswell. Now it makes me think. I remember watching, if you guys remember the show Animaniacs, I remember there was a good idea, bad idea on a chili dog. I remember it was like, good idea, ordering a chili dog to go. Bad idea, ordering a chili dog that makes you go. I'm not sure if Tim laughed at my joke or well, it sounds like anal is too much planning. Mm-hmm. Corny. I get well, if he pulled out a piece of corn under his foreskin, Tim, I guess you could say he shucked his corn. He shucked it. Shucked it long and shucked it hard. That's how a man gets a back fist. Mm. Oh, by the way, I'm wondering. Um, ro- we are 45 minutes in. I remember Steve Areno was saying that he loved the 90s. And as soon as we start, we'll be getting out of the 80s and getting into the 90s. So, enter 90s puns when we get into the game, baby. I have where, the questions ended in 90. I wrote behind I wrote above it 1990 questions. So I can tell you when the 80s questions will end and the 90s questions will begin. Well, this is this is January, not well, I said so far what I've got so far, the latest is January 1990. January 1990 is what I have right now. I said the month, but I said that's the month before I turned 4. The month before I turned 4. Yeah, if Jonathan was born in 81, then he was almost 9 years old. I had my best times in the 90s. 3 in the pink, 2 in the stink. Where's the one? If you got pink, then where's the one? Predator 2 came out in 1990. Even though I was only 4 years old, 1990 was my year. Now you could ask, how is it your year when you're only 4 years old? Oh, it had the best cartoons then. 1990 to 1991 was my favorite cartoon block. Hey, now, I behaved myself for 13 years. So you've behaved yourself since 2013 then? Well, I know not for Tim and not for Roswell and Cheryl, but Jonathan, you, me, it's midnight, so it's now Thursday. The year Monica Lewinsky was 15. Oh, so she was born in 75. That means Clinton was Monica was a legal age where Clinton could screw her. Oh, okay. Well, I would ask how old Monica Lewinsky was, but I said, that would pause the stream, and I won't do that. I said, but we're almost 50 minutes in. You don't want to make a snowman? I've heard of I want a snowman. Never heard of I want to fuck a snowman. Yeah, Bush Senior at that time. Bush Senior was the president in 1990. A lot of people were thinking that if Bush Senior won re-election in 19 I remember one person said, I think if Bush won I think that I remember somebody saying, I think if Senior Bush won re-election in 92, then George W. may have never ran. And then one person was like, one person was like, oh, I think even if Senior Bush had re-election, W would have ran, but probably in a later year, probably like 2004 or something, if his dad won re-election. I remember when I made a snow video and then deleted it. I remember, Shan said PPK the snow bunny. Nirvana is still, Nirvana is still overrated. I can stay out of the freezer if I find me a snow girl. Jonathan, give that cock of yours a break. Your cock deserves a break once in a while. Yeah, because I remember her first comment was like, she was like the first comment on that snow video before I deleted it. She's like, PPK the snow bunny. I thought to myself, I'm a snow bunny? A lot of people still, wear their Nirvana shirts, you know. I never understood, why Nirvana, the band always had X's over their eyes like they're dead or something. I never understood why X's were over the band's eyes or were over eyes of a face. Yeah, I'm thinking we should play a game because we're almost an hour in. I packed up 30 questions. I said some are going to be hard, but I thought, you guys are tough. You guys can you guys can take it. There's nobody that sounds so racist. It was Shan's idea. It was what Shan said. My ex-fiance went to school with Kurt Cobain. They go get stoned and go to Chris Dad's Burgers free for the food. There's a lot of posers out there. Yeah, I said, it's a tragedy what happened to him. Tragedy what happened to Kurt Cobain. It seems like everyone is dying so young today. Everybody in their 50s. Schrader from Saved by the Bell died. He was only like 44. But they said he was fighting for a long time, though. They said no, we hadn't started yet. I haven't even asked everybody if they're ready yet. But I can start, but we can start doing it right now. We're down to 76%. We started at 100%. So are you all ready? I always ask everybody if they're ready before we start. So everybody that's ready, give ready. Mario Lopez died? Was that who Schrader was on Saved by the Bell? I don't think that was Mario Lopez who played him. Raymond Burr's nipple rouch. We need our dirty talkers in here. We're missing our dirty talk by name. We are missing Shan and we are missing Tammy. If that was who, I don't think that was who. I don't think that was who played Schrader on Saved by the Bell. Did Mario? Did Mario? Yeah, yeah. Oh, if we're missing Shan, we're missing Aaron too. We're missing Aaron. Slater. Okay, I kept calling him Schrader. I always thought it. Oh, Screech died. I know Screech died. Yeah, Mario Lopez. Wonder what Mario Lopez died from. Two characters mixed up. Okay. I'm gonna after the stream. I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna check to see if Mario Lopez is really dead. Dustin Diamond. Just tried to look for both. Did you find anything, Tim? Before we play, I want to ask: did you find anything, Tim? Anything on Mario Lopez being dead or Schrader being dead? Or Slater? Slater, sorry. Or Screech? Yes, Screech. Anything on Screech dying or Mario Lopez dying? Death couldn't find it. Okay. All right then. All right then. I guess I just had to ask that. I guess we can start. I guess we can start now. You guys want to start on a. Now, did I ask you? Did I ask? Oh, Spirit Stalker is here, and luckily we hadn't even started yet. Screech was Dustin Diamond. Yep, rest in peace to Dustin Diamond, dying at 44, just in time. Yeah. Did I ask? Now was the last question on Saturday? The last question I asked you on Saturday, that was about the man eaters, wasn't it? The animal that would man eat that were man eaters. I know I asked you that question. Was that the last question on Saturday? I know I asked you about those. Was that the last question though? Is what it is. I think it was. I think it was. Oh, he drowned. Oh, he drowned. There's Beefaroni, and Beefaroni just confirmed it. Mario Lopez did die. He drowned. That's how Malcolm Jamal Warner died. He drowned as well. Of course, he died like a month ago, I think. Oh, that was Theo from The Cosby Show. Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, Theo from The Cosby Show died. Malcolm Jamal Warner, yeah, he died. He drowned. I'll probably give a. I think everybody's probably pretty much in here, uh, but I will wait. In Costa Rica, Oh, I was gonna say that we're almost to the hour port, so we'll officially start the game in an hour. I think that was the last question I asked you guys about the Okay, Mario Lopez is alive and well. I didn't think he was dead. Yeah, you brought that on me, and I was like, what? That's a stereotype I've witnessed him. I googled it, and it doesn't say anything about him dying. I don't see anything on Mario dying. I think they're mixing him up with Theo from The Cosby Show, who died by drowning. And I loved Malcolm Jamal Warner in The Cosby Show, and then later in that one series, short-lived show on CBS, Listen Up. All right, now I think I think that I gave you the last one on the animal people fear because it's a man eater. I think that was the last question I gave you for that one. So I'm gonna start with the next question. Sound good to you? Sure thing. All right. Well, then I'm going to give, okay, well, then I'm going to give you this one. And I said, we're going to be starting. You'd also say he's too legit to quit. All right. They say, you guys say that sounds good. So we'll do this. We'll do it like that. I'm hard as a rock. I'm doing my best not to touch it. All right. We got the top 4 answers to this question. Question is, name something kids like to climb on. What do kids like to climb on? Yep, that's it, Cheryl and Beefaroni. They like climbing on trees. Number one, you two got the number one answer. Not rocks, not rocks. What kind of equipment? What kind of equipment, Cheryl? Swan Song. Oh, hello, Swan Song. Yep, Jungle Gym is there. Swan Song. Number 3 is a jungle gym, but not mountains. Not a playground. Nope, not a rope or monkey bars or swing sets or walls. Okay, that's what I was looking for, Tim. Furniture. Furniture, number 2. Furniture. Now I just need that last one. I missed the question. I was lagging like a mofo. Question, Jonathan, is name something kids like to climb on. Playground, furniture. Swan Song saying hello. Let's see. Nope, it's not a bed. Each other. Okay, there you go. There you go, Roswell. Yep, number 4. People. People. They like to climb on people. Kids like to climb on people. So there's your 4 answers right there. And with this next question, you can tell that we're near the end because of the 80s questions, because we're still in the Christmas edition of Christmas questions, but I've got some 90s questions, and I think if we can play the whole time right now, that we'll reach the 90s tonight. I have a feeling we will. All right. But right now, we're still in the 80s right now, near the end of the year, because of this question. We got the top 6 answers to this question. Did I give you that one? Okay, no, I don't think I did. Okay, top 6 answers to this question. This is fun. I subscribe. Oh, thank you, Swan Song. You'll love it. You'll love it, Swan Song. You'll love this. You'll love these doing this. Okay, question is, aside from your family, name someone who gets a Christmas gift every year. Aside from your family, name someone who gets a Christmas gift every year. Not your dog, not your neighbor either. Your best friend or friends. Okay, there you go. There you go. And Tim, you guys got it. Friend, your friend, number 1, your friend. Not your cousin. They probably consider cousin as family, Doctor Who, because that's not there. But Spirit Soccer did get one, your teacher. Yep, number 3. And Beefaroni got one, your boss. Oh, actually, Cheryl and Beefaroni both said boss, and Jonathan, along with Spirit Stalker, said teacher. All right, so you guys got the first 3. Oh, Swan Song said postman. Number 4. Number 4. Postal carrier. Number 4. All right. Number 5 and 6 are still out there, though. Not milkman or garbage man. Not a doctor. Not an iceman. Not your lawyer either. We got mailman. But not your gardener, though. Not your dealer either. Not babysitter. And we've got teacher. We've got friend, boss, teacher, and postal carrier. There's 2 other ones, aside from your family. But it's not your babysitter. Diarrhea, cha-cha-cha. Diarrhea, cha-cha-cha. Okay, that came out of nowhere. No, not your coworkers, not your boyfriend or your baby mama. I've always been told you got drama, drop it for your baby mama. It's not, but it's not baby mama and it's not employee. What's a bye man? Not doctor. Okay, Spirit Stalker did say church people. There you go. Clergyman, number 5. Number 5 is your clergyman. Just need one more, and that's number 6. Nope, not bus driver or parole officer or stranger. Not the, oh, no, not the local bail bonds. And I'm not sure who would give a present to a stranger unless they have a good heart. If they have a good heart, they might give a present to a stranger. All right, Tim. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for the donation. Local butcher? Nope. Not a custodian either. Washing the dog. Washing the dog. Who knows what this is from? I felt like I've heard that song before. Yeah, I did get tipped. I did get tipped. Yes, Tim is a good guy. PPK gets tipped. Tim, you're a true gentleman. Go on you, Tim. No worries. You make that great, PPK. No, not your imaginary friend. Not your imaginary friend. Oh, that would be a good. That would be. I love that answer. It's not pet, but I love the pet answer. You slipped it in your garter. Probably did. Beavis and Butthead. No, I don't know if you give cartoon characters a Christmas gift. How they get it being in a cartoon world. Maybe the people that do the voices, maybe. Geet is money, Skrilla. In-laws. No, not in-laws. In Swan Song, we did have friend there. That was number 1. Friend. Yeah, friend is there. That was number 1. No, you wouldn't give a present to. Why would you give a dead president a present? If they're dead, they can't use it. Not an accountant or a pregnant nanny or a coworker. Coworkers was already tried. You're gonna be thinking, oh, you remember this question. So I did give you this question before. I was wondering if I did or not. So I did give you this question. Okay, it's not a male lady. Yeah, your hint would be he throws something in your yard every day. That's your hint. He throws something in your yard every day. I think he would try to hit the driveway though instead of the Yep, Paperboy. Paperboy. That's what he'll try to throw in there. Yep, Paperboy, number 6. So there you go. I didn't know I gave you that question, but Roswell said I gave you that question. So over here. Okay, this is a little bit of a hard question. So got to really think good with this question. All right. This question, we got the top 5 answers to this question, and the question is, name something you pledge. Do you have paper boys in the U.S. anymore? Yeah, I think we still we still have people delivering papers, so I'm sure we probably still have a paper. I don't know if we got a paper boy, but we've been getting newspapers in our mail lately. Yep, you play. There you go, Jonathan and Cheryl. You pledge allegiance. Number one. Number one, you pledge allegiance. Jonathan said money. There you go. You pledge Jonathan, you pledge money or donations. Number two. Nope. It's you don't pledge legends. Question, Tim, is name something you pledge. Name something you pledge. Not table twos or furniture. No, adults do the routes in their cars in many U.S. towns. Okay, oath of honor. There you go, Cheryl. Number five, to tell the truth. To tell the truth. Number five. Not the hardwood floors or the promises. Vows. Okay. All right. There you go, Jonathan. Wedding vows or love. Number three. Wedding vows or love. Number three. Just got one more. One more thing you pledge to. It's not the flag or the Bible. I'm warning you, it's peace and love. I have too much to do, so no more fan mail. Thank you, and no objects to be signed. Nothing. Peace and love. Peace and love. Not to loyalty or your school. In fact, this would happen after school. I love Ringo. Ringo Starr, you mean? Nope, not sworn to your job. Now this is something in this. Well, not to the judge or to society or an agreement. Not bark. Not court either. This is something you'll mostly go through in your actually you choose if you want to join one of these things, and it really happens in college. Family, I warn people with peace and love all the time, but they never listen. Okay, there you go, Swan Song. You got it. A fraternity or a sorority. Number four. Number four is a fraternity or a sorority. Those are five things you pledge. I thought that going to be a little hard, so I gave you a little hint. But you guys got it quicker than I thought you would. I thought that's going to be a hard question, but you guys swoosh through it. It always helps. It always helps when you it always helps when you get little hints like that. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, that was a tough category, but here's a little something that'll be a little bit easier. Okay. This is oh. Yes, I did not say hey to Flint. Hey, Flint. Rainbow Parade? No, not Rainbow Parade, but we got him. We got all, unless you would consider Rainbow Parade love, then that would make the survey because wedding vows and love. All right, but anyway, next question. Next question. We all make a great team figuring these out. Yes, Swan Song, that's how you guys do it, I say, here's what I do. I put you guys in one big team. I say there's no competing teams, there's no fast money. I said, this is just one big group. I said, no, can't do fast money because I don't have the survey answers, and that's why we don't do it. But then again, you guys are just one big team. Why you wouldn't need any fast money questions. But anyway, here's the next question. We got the top 5 answers to this question, and here's the question. Question is, name something a little child would have that would make him really popular with his friends. A bike, bicycle, or a tricycle? Okay. Yep, you got it, Cheryl. Bike, bicycle, tricycle. Number 3. A skateboard? Nope, not a skateboard. Oh, Tim said bike too. Marbles? I'm not really sure if marbles go under one of these things because they could fall under one category, but I'm not really sure if marbles in general would count. Okay, well, I'll give you that. Slinky. Actually, I probably will give you marbles. I probably will give it to you, marbles and Slinky and ball because yeah, Tim really said the right thing. Toys or games, number one. Toys or games, number one. A remote control car? Nope, not a remote control car. A dog? Okay, Cheryl and Tim say a dog. Yep, animals, number four. Now just got to get number 2 and 5. Yep, Jonathan said toys too. And Spirit Soccer already got one, number 5, a swimming pool. Swimming pool, number 5. Just got to get that second answer. What's that second answer? Not basketball hoop or a Brazers password or a scooter. We've got dirt bike. We've had remote control car that's been, or dirt bike's been guessed. Remote control cars been guessed. Balls have been guessed. Motorcycle. I'm not sure if they would put. Nope, not a motorcycle. We did get bicycle or tricycle, but no motorcycle. Not dumb tattoos. Hey, Flint, your last name isn't McComber, is it? Not Jax. Oh, yeah, Swan Song also said a swimming pool. So you guys are getting the answer where I'd love to give you credit for all the answers, but you guys are saying it after, somebody that I don't give you credit until I get to you. Okay, let's see. Not a go-kart or an ample older sister. Computer. No, not computer, and we did get pull. That's been guessed. Who remembers Wally's Crawlies? That's something I don't remember. Nope. Not sisters. I'll go ahead and tell you right now, Roswell. Sisters and brothers, didn't make the survey. No siblings. No siblings. A man that cooks good snacks. Nope. Not that. Not that. Not a stereo or a hot rod Lincoln or a TV or a trampoline or a treehouse or video games or cigarettes or mom with a bad donkadonk. Not a robot or Ford or money or a mom that doesn't burn the lunches or Lunchables. I don't think you. How do you burn a Lunchable? Unless you made the Lunchable, then you could burn it. Nope, not a BB gun or a baseball card collection. This one is kind of tricky. You're thinking all kinds of things. I said, don't let it throw you off. Where's Heather? Heather would not like that. I would tell you that. She wouldn't like that, Roswell. And she expects it from Peter, for the insults from Peter, not you, but Peter's vowed to be nice to her for the month of February. Let's see, brand name collection or brand name clothes? Nope, not clothes, not sports equipment. We did get board games. Remember, we got toys or games as number 1. Toys or games was number 1, so that's already been said. You're looking for the number 2 answer. And everybody likes it. Horses would probably go with animals. I'm obligated to fill in for Peter. No clue. Kindness, I don't enjoy it. You don't know what it is, Roswell. You haven't guessed it yet. You don't know if you've enjoyed it unless you know what the answer is. Oh, and look who is here. Heather is here. And she knows what you said. She said, Roswell, behave. All right. Well, it's not cool parents, but yes. I'm black from the waist down in case you want to know. A puppy? Well, remember, Swan Song, we did get animals. We did say animals. That was number 4. My conjuring worked. You don't even have to say the main thing. You could just say things around it. Okay, Spirit Stalker, what kind of snacks? What kind of snacks? When Swanson said snacks, I should have just asked her specifically what kind of snacks. Yeah, but what kind of food? Not junk food. Okay, Spirit Stalker got it. Candy. Yep, candy. Freaking lights. Stay on, would you? Yep. Okay, yep. Swan Song got it, and Cheryl got it, and Spirit Stalker got it. Candy. Yep, candy. There you go. Those are things that a child would make that would make him popular. And bicycle, tricycle, you can tell they're eyeing the kids, very close. Mostly surveyed of adults that have kids, I guess. Oh, here's a good one. Here's a good one. Let's see how well you know this. Now, this question will be limited because it's a topic question. But let's see if you can do this, okay? We got this. The top 5 answers to this question. Question is, name a sport that does not contain the word bowl. What's a sport that does not contain the word bowl? Of course, one of them does contain the word bowl. I don't know what they're talking about. Oh, and there you go. Bowling. Bowling number. Thought that I said that one does have bowl in it at the beginning, but let's see. Maybe it was ball. They said. I thought it was bowl. Okay, not Super Bowl, not figure skating, tennis. All right, there you go, Roswell. Tennis, soccer. There you go, Roswell. Soccer is the number 1 answer. Soccer. Let's see, ball or bowl. I think that it said bowl, but I think maybe it might be ball actually. Might be ball because bowling was there. Hockey. Yeah, okay, there you go, Jonathan. Hockey is number 3, but it's not lacrosse. You just got one left to go. It's not lacrosse, not baseball, not badminton. What's another one that doesn't have the word ball in it? Doesn't have the word ball in it. It's not bikini mud wrestling, not basketball, and not beer pong for losers. Not hunting either. Not rugby. Not fishing either. Nope, not badminton. That was already guessed. Badminton was already guessed. Tennis, yeah, tennis is there. That was guessed though. Ice skating, nope, not ice skating and not darts. Something that does a sport that doesn't have the word ball in it. I think it's actually ball, BALL, not bowl, BOWL. It's not pole. No, not pole. Not skiing either. Pocket pole. No, not pocket pole. No kind of pull. No kind of pull in the answer. But it's not racing either. You guys got it. You guys will have it soon. Track. Nope, not track. So if it's not track, it won't be track and field. Nope, not chess either. The big game where I should have taken heads. Okay, Jonathan got it. Jonathan got it. Golf. Golf. Number 4 is golf. Yep, Cheryl got it too. Golf. 4. It's kind of like in golf, you could say, before I take a swing, I got a question. What's 2 plus 2? 4. That's right. 4. Well, the good thing is that question is over. That question is over. You're on to new questions. You are still You still got, how many questions do you have to go before you reach 1990? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, you may not get to 1990. I wrote 1990 questions, but I'm not seeing it. I don't know. I'm not sure where the 1990 one. I wrote below. Oh, right here. So how many questions do you have to go? 4, 10, 16. You got a long way to go before we get to 90s. All right. All right. Now ask me why we've got so many questions before 90 if we were in the Christmas season. Because they posted the daytime and the primetime show of these, so I've got a whole lot of questions from the 80s left. Because they post. Can we just skip to 1990? We have 16 questions to get to, Jonathan, before we skip 1990. Before we get to 1990. By the way, your 1990 questions, how many do I have for your 1990? Let me check. If we skip to 1990, Jonathan, we're going to be only having one. We only have 2 questions from 19. That's got to be wrong. It's got to be wrong somewhere. I'm not sure. We might skip to 1990, but we're going to get these first. Okay, yeah, because I think 1990 was right in here somewhere. Okay, but we'll see how well you do this one. Okay. Yeah, because this one, okay, yeah. That one was taken earlier. Okay, let me get this one. Okay, we did this one earlier too. I have a feeling this is 1990 as well. I have a feeling this is 1990. I know at least this one was 80s. We might just skip to the 90 because I did some today that seemed like they were 90. I think they're probably mixed up, but we're going to do it this way. We're going to do it this way. I'm going to give you this, and then I think we might be into 1990. I'm not sure. But I'm not sure if this is it, so I'll just go ahead and give you the 1990 questions. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll give you the 1990 questions because these probably were mixed up somewhat. So let's celebrate the occasion that we're getting out of 80s and getting into 90s. Okay. Let me find the first 1990 question for you. Okay. I'm going to jump to 1990 for you, or give you 2 more 80s questions, and then we'll get to 90s. Here we go. All right. Jonathan, stick your. Oh, Peter's here. Peter's here. Did Heather notice? Did Heather notice while I was looking through? The 80s ain't too shabby. Philly cheese fries. How's the water hose, Chief? I ordered mudslides at TGI Fridays in the 90s. Oh. Yep. Cheryl says, oh gosh, now I'm waiting for Heather's reaction. I don't need the damn freezer, Jonathan says. All right, we'll got 2 more 80s questions, and then we're going to the 90s. So get ready. Or do we? No, we got 5 more questions before we get to the 90s, I think. All right. All right, here we go. 5 more questions, and then we'll be ready. All right, top 5 answers to this, or I'm sorry, top 4 answers to this question. Question is, name something specific found in a hospital room. Name something specific found in a hospital room. Yeah, Peter worked overtime throughout the 80s and 90s. There you go, Tim and Spirit Stalker. A bed. Number one answer, a bed. Not a body. Not an IV or a TV, but there you go. Tim, an oxygen mask, number four. We got bed, not blood pressure cuff. Blood pressure cup, you mean. Perfect meatloaf. No, not perfect meatloaf. Not a table, not sheets or Playboy mini game magazines. A lamp? Nope. Lamp table. Fucking decaf. No. Not an SAT machine or a window or an IV thing or curtain. You guys are getting. You guys are. No, you're not around it. But you got in bed. You got the top answer and the bottom answer. You got to just get those two middle answers in between. A thermometer. Nope, not a curtain. Not a thermometer. Okay, Flint got one. A call button. Number 3 is a call button. Now just need number 2. What's number 2? Not a telephone. Hello, Dex. Or a VCR. A hot nurse with her butthole spread wide open. No. Not a recliner. Okay, Cheryl got it and Swansong got it. Bedpan. Bedpan. Number 2 is a bedpan. Yep. Cheryl and Swansong got it. All right. All right, Dex. All right, Dex. But you can play with us if you want to. We are still in the. Yeah, we're playing. Yeah, we've got a. Dex, we're nowhere near done. We're going all the way, until my phone can last and die in here without the power. Oh, we're not done, Dex. Oh, you subbed? Thank you, Dex. You won't regret. I mean, you won't regret it and everything. You'll have fun in here. And in fact, we're about to do another question. All right, we got the top 5 answers to this question, and you can tell that this is Cheryl, they also have. Okay, thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing, Peter. Thanks for sharing that. Okay. Anyway, here's the question, and I think this was probably was this 1990? I've got it written over there, but I'll say this is the 1991s. Okay, because this is the question. Top 5 answers. Tell me something specific you do every New Year's Day. Every New Year's Day, what do you do? What's something you do every New Year's Day? Yep, there you go, Peter. You eat. Number 5 is eat. Number 5 is eat. Let's see. Drink. You don't drink. And you don't cook. But Cheryl got one. You make resolutions. Number 3, you make resolutions. Nope, it's not party. Not like the fireworks. Barf if you're American. Why barf if you're American, Roswell? Not diet. Okay, Peter got one. Sleep. Number 2, sleep. Now all you just need is number 1 and number 4. Let's see. We got the eat question, but it's not smoke. I missed the question. I'm lagging again. Jonathan, question is, tell me something specific you do every New Year's Day. Let's see. Party. Nope, that was guessed. Go rabbit hunting. Football. Okay, there you go, Peter. Watch football, the number 1 answer. Watch football. Watch football, number 1. Now just got to get number 4. Ralph. What's that? Bloody Mary? Nope, not drink a Bloody Mary. Yeah, you're watching TV, Spirit Stalker, but what specifically are you watching on TV, though? What are you watching on TV? Like Peter said, watch football, and and you can still get it. There's another thing. Let's see. Watch the sky. No, work fireworks. Might have been Tim. Somebody said barf is a very American word. Oh yeah, chill with family. It's not chilling with the family, but that would be a good answer though. That would be a very good answer. Movie, not movie. Okay, Tim got it. Tim got it, or Tim and Peter got it. Surprisingly, Tim got it, and he's not even American. Number 4, watch parades. But Peter did get it, and he is American. But I'm saying it's impressive that Tim got it because he's not even American. So, shout out to New Zealanders. Good job, Tim. Number 4 is watch parades, as in watch the Rose Bowl. Yep, parades are a thing. Seahawks fans are great chefs. Order a new stove, I was going to say. They have parades they've got parades in New Zealand on New Year's Day. Ah, that's how you knew. Nice job, Tim. That really, that helped you. That paid off because that was number 4. Okay. Okay, here we go. Next question. We got the top 5 answers to this question. Question is, if you're depressed, name something you might buy to help you get over your depression. That's the question. If you're depressed, name something you might buy to help you get over your depression. We only have Christmas parades here. There you go, Spirit Stalker. Food or candy. Food or candy, number 2. Nope, Peter, not boobs. Dex says, okay, yeah. Ice cream, yep, food or candy. Okay, there you go, Spirit Stalker. Did anybody else see it? Nope, I don't see anybody else saying it. Okay, there you go, Spirit Stalker. You got it. Clothes, the number 1 answer, clothes. Yeah, who doesn't buy clothes to get over their depression? It's very common. Spirit Stalker also got the bottom answer, a car. Number 5, a car. Yeah, we did get the ice cream question. Booze, okay, there you go, Peter. Liquor, number 3 is liquor. Now you just need number 4. What could number 4 be? Not a sex doll, not chocolate or electronics, or pet. Answer, so it wouldn't be romaine lettuce or dinner or cook ring. We've got the car answer, and now I'm going to do my Bill. You said it, Roswell, so I've got to do my Bill Cosby impression. No, it's not Jello pudding pops. Anytime you say Jello pudding pops, I'm tempted to do my Bill Cosby voice. Let's see. Shoes, not shoes. Newspaper, buy some weed. Nope, it's not. Jonathan said it again. Yellow pudding pops. Now that's been guessed. It's not a case of whippet or sativa. Holiday indicates. Yummers. Yummers must be laughing at my Bill Cosby. Yummers and Spirit Stalker must be laughing at my Bill Cosby impression. That's exactly what Bill would do. Not Pietro's Pizza. That would go with food. That would go with food. Have a sex doll. Not a sex doll they're looking for. Buy some medication. Nope, Dex. That was guessed earlier. I'm not sure who guessed it earlier. Oh, Tim guessed it earlier. It's not medication though. Not any pills or anything. Not beer or wine or. Well, hold on. We do have beer and wine if you put it in the liquor category. But if you don't put it in the liquor category, then it's not there. It's not crack. Okay, Spirit Stalker got it. Jewelry, number 4, jewelry. And Roswell, KFC would probably go in the food and candy answer. But yeah, Spirit Stalker got it. Jewelry. KFC, and then, yeah, you're making me think. Love that chicken from Popeyes. Okay, we got 2 questions to go, and then we're leaving the 80s, people. Leaving the 80s and going to the 90s. 2 questions left. And there's short ones, too. So everybody 90s. All right. Top specific type of food you look over carefully before buying it? What is a food you might look over carefully before buying it? I always get their beans and rice gravy. I haven't had Popeyes in a while. Okay, okay, there you go, Cheryl. Meat, meat or Spirit Stalker said it too. Meat and poultry, number one, ladies, number one. You guys, you ladies got number Cheryl and Spirit Stalker. Let's see. Bread? No, not bread. Not bread. Surprisingly, Cheryl did get one. Number two, vegetables, vegetables, but not chicken though. Unless you count the chicken as free, then no, it's not there. But Peter did get. Peter got one. Peter got fruit, and Flint Flipper got number five, eggs. So we just need number four. What could number four be? It's not a hamburger. Rocky Mount oysters. Nope. Bread. Okay, Spirit Stalker actually got it. Spirit Stalker actually got it. Fish. No, fish. There you go. Fish. Number four is fish. All right. One more 80s question to go, and then we enter the 90s. You would think somebody's thinking, you'd be thinking, dude, the 90s were awesome. Well, I said after this question, say bye-bye to the 80s, because this is our last 80s question before we enter the 90s. All right, we got the top four answers to this question. Name a sign you might see in someone's lawn. What is a sign you might see in someone's lawn? Okay, there you go, Peter. For sale. Number one, for sale. You would think it would be welcome, Dex, but it's not. It's not welcome. But Spirit Stalker and Tim got one. Keep off the grass. Number two. Keep off the grass. Not no parking. Not no parking. No junk mail. Do not disturb. Nope. But okay, Cheryl got one. Oh, actually, Jonathan and Cheryl both got it. Garage sale, or actually, Jonathan got for sale. Cheryl said garage sale. Number four, garage sale. I'm with Mamala. No, no political campaigns. I heard it. I heard an eight. This is not. It's not an election year, so they probably wouldn't have any election signs. Or, well, I take it back. Well, yeah, because it was 89. It was 80. It was 89. So yeah, that wasn't an election year. Okay, what's the one you haven't got yet? No, that's not no trespassing or for rent. We've gotten stay off, not lawn control, not a voting sign. It's not an election year for 89 wasn't, so they wouldn't have that. Lawn service, no trespassing. No, not fuck off. No request. Condemned. Cheryl has a gun sign on her lawn. Open house. Bite me. No, not bite me. Not go away, but, oh, okay. Darn right, Pete. Not keep out. Okay. Warning, dog. Okay, Tim, you got that. Number three is, yeah, number three. Beware of the dog. Beware of the dog. Beware of the dog. Number four. All right. Now, as I promised you, say bye-bye to 1989 because what does this say? 1990 questions. We've left the 80s. We left the 88 and 89 questions, and now we're into the 90s. So let's get our 1990 questions on, folks. 1990 questions. Here we go. First 1990s question. We got the top six answers to this question. Name a place where people daydream. Name a place where people daydream. Okay. Dex says the park. Okay, let me make sure that I'm getting park. Okay, Spirit Stalker says the park too. Okay, there you go. You two. The park is number 3. Park is number 3. Cheryl says the school. Who else says the school? Spirit Stalker too. Okay, there you got. There you go, ladies. School, classroom, or school number 2. And now I'm seeing work by Peter, Tim, Cheryl. Okay, there you got. There you go, you all. Uh, work. Number 1 answer. Number 1 answer. Work. Number 1 answer is work. That's where people daydream. Work. Heck, I've done it at work too. Let's see. Not the bed, but okay, there you go, Cheryl. Church. Yep, church, number 6. Church. Church, number 6. Not in the car. Not at the sperm bank. We got work. You're driving, but where are you driving to? We got the park, but not the desert. We've got in school. Not a Nickelodeon warehouse, but I like that answer. It's not watching TV or the 50th anniversary. 50th anniversary to what? Not the park, school, Nickelodeon slime park. You got Nickelodeon on your mind. Yeah, the 90s were the place to be in Nickelodeon. But it's not the slime park, it's not jail or your daughter's 4th wedding. Not the library or school or work. Not church. Yeah, church. In the crapper. There you go, Jonathan. In the bathroom, number 4. In the bathroom, number 4. Yep. They had it like, they had it like this. It's kind of like, yep, the crapper, where you're thinking, where you got this look, thinking real hard on the crapper. It's where you got this look. Yep, you're daydreaming on the crapper. All right, okay, now, on a date with her? No, not off in La La Land. Couch. Jonathan does it in the freezer. Probably so, in the freezer. The 50th wedding anniversary. No, not that, not at home. Not the catheter insertion, no lube. In the freezer. Jonathan got a kick out of it, and so did Dex. Anybody else got a kick out of it? Nope, don't see it. All right, let's see. Not your roommate or the birth of your first child. Steve-O, that happened to me not too long ago. What happened to you? Catheter insertion, no lube? Nope, not a sporting event. Not a basketball game or any sporting event. The biggest problem is I have a big dick, and when they went to put the lube in it, you retracted it. I didn't get to read it all. Oh, well. All right. Okay, let's see. Not sex time or the TV. There is one answer that you haven't got yet. It's not the doctor's office. Oh, I didn't mean it if you were talking about the catheter. Nope. Not the bed. Not the bed or the Satan rink. There is one place you haven't said yet. Not shopping with the wife. Not while you're driving. Daydream while you're driving and everything, you be in big trouble. Don't cause an accident. At the mall? Nope, not the mall. Remember, Matt, this night counts on me being nice to Heather. But Heather's not here. I don't see her anywhere. Not to the dog groomers. Okay, not reading. Okay, Jonathan wants a hint. Jonathan, this would be where you could this is where you'll find sand You'll find sand, water, kids digging sand into pails, making sand castles. Yeah, the beach. The beach. There, yep, Cheryl and Dex and Spirit Stalker and Peter. Yeah, got it. Number 5, the beach. Those are the 6 places where you might daydream to say. And with that question, we have answered the first 90s question. We'll be in the 90s for a long time. We'll be on the 90s to, we're going from 90 to 94 at the end of race question, and then we'll be in 94, 95 with of Dawson questions, what I can find on YouTube. And then, yeah, and when we reach 1999, we'll get to Old Meathead Louie. And that's not an insult to him, that's one of the people I used to watch. They said, yeah, they're always playing Louis Anderson's version of Family Feud. Yeah, he said, our good friend, Old Meathead Louie. Okay, but yeah, we got a long way before we get to Louis, though. All right, let me see here. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay. I think this was a later question, so I'm going to put this question right here. Put this question right here. All right. This would be good right here. Okay. Or would this be a good one? No. Okay. We'll start with this one. All right, we'll start with this one. We got the top 6 answers to this question, and here it is. Here's the question. I love meatloaf. I love meathead. Of course, I don't like burnt food. Is that your go-to, Steve-O? That's what I was looking for. Okay, here we go. Next question. Top 6 answers to this question. Name a place in a hotel where you might hide extra cash. Where might you hide extra cash in a hotel room? Okay, Cheryl, Peter, and Spirit Stalker all say you're safe. A safe. Yep, a safe. Number 2, under your bed. Okay, there you go, Tim. Well, actually, Tim and Spirit Stalker both got it, and Peter too. Your bed. Yep, your bed, or what they say, under your mattress. The number 1 answer, under your mattress. But under bed would count as mattress too. I take it. A toilet paper roll. No, not a toilet paper roll. In a bag? No, not a bag. Cheese, not your cheese, but Cheryl got one. Your shoe. Number 6, your shoe. I remember when they were doing this, the host is, maybe not here on YouTube, but I remember watching this, and the host is like, crooks are watching this show right now, and they're thinking, oh, these are all the places where people hide money. When I go to a hotel room, I'll need to look in those places to find money, to find extra money if I rob a hotel room. Hopefully they wouldn't see that here. Okay, let's see. Event, not event. Steve-O, I make a terrific meatloaf. Draws. Okay, there you go, Peter. I'm sorry, Tim. There you go, Tim. Your drawers. Number 3, your drawers. We've gotten shoe. We've gotten safe. Heather's underwear. Where would her underwear be, Peter? Where would you grab Heather's underwear? You might grab somewhere where it might be, but it's not in the undergarments. You had to grab the underwear. Where? Good. Question, Jonathan, is name a place in a hotel where you might hide extra cash, or in a hotel room where you might hide extra cash, or a place in a hotel where you might hide extra cash. It's not your underwear though, not the prison wallet. I'm surprised you didn't say prison pocket. Let's see. Not under the TV or during the television show. In a book. Specifically, Roswell, what kind of book? Microwave? Okay, Roswell, you said the specific one. In the Bible, number 4. They'll put it in the Bible, number 4. And now just need number 5. And where you might find Heather's underwear is where you might find this one. It's not when they do the mattress. Ceiling tile? Nope, not behind the toilet. Yep, there you go, Roswell. The luggage. The suitcase, number 5. Suitcase. You got it. There you go. Oh, Peter also said in the Bible. What did Roswell say? Oh man, I'm apeshit for good meatloaf. No joke. Oh, Spirit Stalker also said luggage. And Peter said Bible too. Sheryl said Bible. Where's Tammy's National Geographic titties? Jonathan, she lives in the UK now, so she's probably sleeping. It's 7 o'clock in the morning for her there. 7 o'clock in the morning for her. All right. Yep. There you go. Here's your answers. Now, next question. Here we go. All right. All right, here we go. Next question. We got the top 6 answers to this question. Steve-O, you can make meatloaf with 4 ingredients and practically makes itself. All right. Here we go. Next question. Question is, okay, we got that one, Jonathan. Now we're on the next question. Next question is, name something parents say from their first baby to use for their second. What is something parents say from their first baby to use for their second? Okay, there you go, Tim and Peter. Spirit Stalker, close. Close, number 2. Number 2, close. And let's see. Cheryl says a crib. And is Cheryl the only one that said crib? She did. Cheryl, you're the only one that got the number 1 answer that time. A crib, number 1. Okay, let's see. Toys. Nope, not toys. Not a bassinet, but shoes. I remember, yep, number 4, shoes. The host saw that and he said, cheap parents. All right, let's see. He was a comedian. He was a comedian. Let's see. Stroller. Nope, not a stroller or a TV. But he said, got a. Or no, wait, that was a walk thing. That wasn't there. That was just a guess. Not the TV or the furniture or the condom for the second child. Not their dolls. Remember, this is Hungry Hungry Hippos. No. Nope, not a bike or a bed. Not a baby swing. Unless you say something else is a baby swing. It's not a baby swing, not a car seat, not books. Toothbrush? Nope, not toothbrush, not toothpaste. I just put up 3 new videos and I already got a bunch of views. Car seat? Nope, not car seat. Not a pellet gun. Be right back. Okay, Jonathan, we'll be here when you get back. Not bottles and not Orajel either. You've gotten 1, 2, and 4, but you're struggling on 3, 5, and 6. Oh, well, you were struggling on 3, 5, and 6. Cheryl got number 6 for you, a playpen. A playpen, number 6. Now you just got to get 3 and 5. 3 and 5. Something a first baby to use for their second. Reversed engine recipe for Popeyes. No. How would you do that? How would you say that for a second child? Not Pampers or a stepdad. Oh, Spirit Stalker got one, a high chair. Number 5 is a high chair. And now number 3. Number 3. What's the other thing that they may say for their second baby? Use for their first baby for their second. Let's see. Hopper. Nope. Or hold on, unless you look at Hopper. No, you wouldn't. You look at Hopper. Not not a baby bath or leftover macaroni and cheese or a walker. That's what. It's not Walker, but that's what was guessed and everything. You thinking, the host was thinking, Walker, is where the child's using the walker and everything. Got to catch him because he's too fast. He's getting fast using that walker. No, bouncer, not a bouncer, and not a breastfeeding either. What does he use a bouncer for a baby? Rocking horse? Nope. Okay, blankets. There you go. Blanket. A blanket. Spirit Stalker got it. Blanket number 3. There's your 6 that you lose for your second baby. You're gonna use it for your first to your second. There's 6 hand-me-downs the baby's gonna get. 6 hand-me-downs the baby's gonna get. Okay, this is gonna be a good one. All right, we've got the top 4 answers to this question. Here's the question. Question is, name something people do when they're stuck in traffic. What is something people do when they're stuck in traffic? Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Professional grade plunger if their mom's name is Heather. Hope she's listening. That. Don't know what you mean, but oh. No, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Music? Okay, there you go. Music. You listen to the radio, number 3. You don't dig in the nose, but okay, but yeah, Spirit Stalker got one. And Roswell did too, and Cheryl. Yeah. Um, you 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 use you use bad language, or they say you curse or you get angry. Number 2. Number 2, you curse or you get angry. And let's see. Peter says the horn. Anybody else say the horn? Nope. Only Peter says the horn. There you go, Peter. You're the only one that got the number 1 answer. Honk the horn. Let's see. Not talk on the phone or talk self. You might. I don't know if yelling at people out this window would be like cursing or getting angry. Not phone, not smoke, not eat, not drink, and not write chapter in your manifesto. Look at directions about anal. No. Blame the popos? Nope. Not park. Wonder where Shan's stinking ham wallet's doing. Cones for men. No. Pete, bend over and show us. Regular cones. Look at the wreck. No, not look for an exit or buy a French bulldog or crack a beer or watch YouTube. Watching YouTube, people will honk your horn at you when traffic starts moving again. Those French bulldogs are really expensive. Watch YouTube while you're stuck in traffic. That's how you'll cause an accident. Talk? Nope. Not rip a fart in a sauna suit. What's a sauna suit anyway? Is it like a bathing suit or something? They are. They snort like pigs. No. That would be funny if you farted in a sauna suit. You would be giving yourself a Dutch oven. Yes, you would. You would. Ever giving a Dutch oven to ever given a Dutch oven to anyone? Okay, let's see. People used to put sauna suits on to sweat so they can lose weight. Blame the Jews if your name is Shan. Nope, not daydream. There's one answer that you would think. Leave car, call an Uber. No, but that is a good one. One is, yeah, you would think. There is one on there that would think, there's one answer that you would think would be like, that would cause an accident if you just did that. But you've gotten honk your horn, curse and get angry and listen to the radio, just not that bottom answer. What could be that bottom answer you're missing? It's not turn around. I don't think you can turn around if you're stuck in a traffic jam. Not sleep. Shan loves everybody. Shan's a sweetheart. When she wants to be. Hop the curb. Spank it for 5,000, Matthew. This isn't Jeopardy. This isn't Jeopardy. This isn't Jeopardy. Let's see. But it wouldn't be hop the curb. Okay, hints. Not Roswell. Dex sides hurts from laughing too much, I think. Your number 4 would be, it's something that I'm doing with your comments right now. I'm only getting your comments because what am I doing to him? Oh, my A. I think he meant his side. The A is next to the S on the keyboard. Yep, there you go. Yep, you read. Number 4, you read. You read. And they say, and their host is thinking, that'll cause an accident if you read. But yeah, that's what you do. Number 4, you're stuck in traffic. By the way, I'll point out a lot of things this host did because he was my favorite one. So you bet I get a kick out of watching these. Okay, now A and S are next to each other, John. I was only 14. I'm all about peace and love. All right, here we go. Now we're gonna have a question about John. I have got caught yet. Okay, here's a good question. We got the top 5 answers to this question, and listen to this question very good. Name something that looks better on young girls than it does on older women. What is something that looks better on young girls than it does on older women? Cheryl, no reading about Lana. Oh, yeah, Peter and Cheryl got one, a bikini or as they call it, a bathing suit, number 2. Number 2, a bathing suit. Not a tank top. Well, short. Okay, yep, Peter, there you go. Shorts, number 5, shorts. But not hats, not dress, but there you go, Cheryl, a mini skirt. That's the number 1 answer, a mini skirt. I don't even want to touch this question. Bald head. Nope, not a bald head. Well, tell that to the people that took the survey. They said that was number 2. That was number 2. A unibrow? No, not unless I'm mistaken. No, not a unibrow. But there is, yeah, but they do have, but I mean, there is something that could be associated with the unibrow. Yeah, uni. Nope. B cups. Nope, not B cups. Not B cups or fake lashes. Not the birthday suit. Not the birthday suit. A bonnet? Nope, not a bonnet and not a sundress. I don't understand that answer, Peter. What is that? Jeans? No, not jeans. Not a Taylor Swift T-shirt either. So not a T-shirt and not a Taylor Swift T-shirt and not a T-shirt in general. So not T-shirt at all. Try again for some other ones. Nope, not butt or underwear, but what did I say? You're good. Good. Wish. I'm back. I'm back. Welcome back, Spirit Stalker. I didn't even know you left. Red? Red what? I'm not sure what all the Chinese something or whatever that is. Robe? Nope, not a robe. You guys, when you guys got, if I'm thinking correct, when you got unibrow, you were awfully close. Per Spirit Stalker, you on your back? Peter's asking Spirit Stalker. Nope, not a purse. Not their eyes either. But you're almost in the right place. Yeah, their hair. Okay, okay. Peter said their hair. Okay, there you go, Peter. A ponytail or long hair. Number 3 is a ponytail or long hair. Ponytail or long hair. Number 3. Now to get number 4. So if any of you girls have long hair, we may need to talk about that long hair. Oh, Spirit Stalker, the question is, name something that looks better on young girls than it does on older women. I'm out. Just had 8 inches cut off last month. My cock just slapped me in the face. That's it. I'm about to put in a headlock. Put it in a headlock. Long nails. Nope, not long nails, not makeup. Can't say everything, Spirit Stalker. You've got to be specific. Capris, we do have the shorts. We do have shorts. That is, yes, capris, shorts. We do have that, number 5. No, not in the face. Not in the face. You're, not in the face at all. Not nose rings either. But you're awfully close, though. Awfully close. Not tattoos or tank tops or yoga pants, though. Neck? No, not your neck or your earring or thong. Game Boy. Game Boy. Can they wear a Game Boy? Unless they got the Game Boy on them, strapped to them. But, no. Hint, I'm getting a Woody. Okay, Peter wants a hint. The hint is not nothing, Cheryl. Well, we do. Well, remember, Spirit Stalker, we do have ponytail and long hairs, but your hint is that yes, you're in the not wigs, but you're in the right section, though. It has something to do with your hair again. Something else that younger girls wear in their hair that makes them, look better on the younger women than it does on older women. Yep, bows. Yep. Dex got it, bows. Yep, ribbons or bows. Number 4 is ribbons or bows. Ribbons or bows. Okay. Now, for the next question, this is kind of a hard, I think this one is going to be a hard question because of the way it's worded. If you guys want to try it, we can try it. Or if you want to skip it, you can skip it. But this is what the question is. We got the top 6. How embarrassing. I'm 55 and have some bows. May need to talk about those bows you're wearing, Spirit Soccer. May need to consult your hubby on that and see like what's your hubby. If your hubby likes, you wearing bows. Okay, here's the question. San Francisco, here's the question. Top 6 answers to this question. Now, tell me if you want to skip this one because of the way it's worded, because here's the question. San Francisco is called the city by the bay. Name another city with a famous nickname and its nickname. You need me to read it again. San Francisco is called the city by the bay. Name another city with a famous nickname and its nickname. Nope, Cheryl, it's not the City of Angels. Not the City of Angels and not Sin City. Houston done mess with Texas. No, actually, you're close, but it's not Houston. There is one close to Houston, but not quite. Not Miami by the bitches. Skip, we are not that smart. Okay, Spirit Stalker got one. New York, the Big Apple, number 2. Number 2, the Big Apple, number 2. Not the Emerald City, Seattle, though. Now, if this is too hard, we can skip. Jonathan did say skip, and I think Peter might have said skip too. If you guys want to skip this one, we can skip this one. Rose City, Portland. No, not Rose City, Portland. Spirit Stalker's got to skip. I just need, if I get a 4th skip, that's 3 skips. If I get a 4th skip, I'll skip this question. Not Louisiana the Boots. Skip. All right. We'll skip this question. Yep, I think I do have Down syndrome. Okay, we'll skip this question. I'm going to show you what the answers were, okay? I'm going to give you the answers right now. We're going to skip this question, and we'll skip it. Okay, we'll skip it. It's snake and boot. All right, here's the question. Here's the answers. No, okay, let's show. Not Bakersfield, California, a.k.a. the Devil's Bunghole. I'll give you the answers, what they had, okay? I'll reveal to you number 1. Number 1 is Chicago. That was number 1. Chicago, the Windy City. Number 2 is New York City, the Big Apple. Spirit Stalker got that one. Number 3 was Philly, the city of brotherly love. Number 4 was Boston, Beantown. Number 5 was Dallas, the Big D. And number 6 was Denver, the Mile High Club. Those were your 6 answers right there that they were trying to give you to get. That's what it all were. That's what they all were. Now, do you think that you could have gotten all of them? Do you think you would have gotten any of those? You think you would have gotten any of those, or do you think that you would have been stuck for a while on it if I didn't give you them? Miami, the Diddy trials. Nope. I thought Sin City would be there. Nope. Mile High City, Mile High Club is Sex on a Plane. That's what they said, the Mile High City. Denver, they said Denver is the Mile High City. That's what they said. Don't blame me. Blame the people that were surveyed in January of 1990, in early 1990 for this. Okay. Diddy's never getting out, Dex. What Dex say? Miami Diddy. Oh, yeah, he's not getting out. Mile High City, not club. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Denver, the Mile High City. All right. Free R. Kelly. All right. Now, you guys would have been stuck on there. I would assume that you would have been stuck on there. Spirit Stalker said that she would have been stuck. She wouldn't have gotten any of those. Well, take that back, Spirit Stalker. You did get New York, the Big Apple. You got that on your own. The rest of them, you were saying nope, wouldn't have gotten them. All right. All right. That was a little bit of a hard one, so I thought I put that one down, and I thought if they can think retro back, maybe they'll get it. No, that was too hard for you. I apologize. All right, here we go. Next question. We got the top 6 answers to this next question. This is going to be, what's my percentage on the phone? 30%. 30% right now, Cheryl. So I've got some more questions I can give you. 30%. I've got more questions I can give you. 30%. All right, here we go. Texas girls should know about a big D. We have one Texas woman in here. Why did our Texas girl not know about the big D? Explain yourself, Texas girl. How did you not know about the big D? No, I'm not going to call her out. Never heard of that big D. It said Dallas, the big D. I'll give Little Miss Texas my big D. What do you say, Texas girl? Will you let Jonathan give you his big D? Or would the hubby not like that? Her hubby might not like it if you tried that on her, Jonathan. I hear about the big D all the time. Ah, so you hear about Dallas all the time. Yippee-ki-yay. I think that's a yes from Spirit Stalker. I think that's a yes. I think she'll say, as long as the hubby's not watching, I think Spirit Stalker's like, I'm all for it. So Jonathan, while her husband is still sleeping, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. All right. This is going to be an easier question, much easier than the last one. All right. I'm not a house wrecker. Oh. All right. Anyway, here's the next question, and it's going to be much, much easier than the last one. We got the top 6 answers to this question. This question is, name something that teenagers shoplift from stores. He went to work already. Ah. Tom Byron worked with Peter North many times. I have no feeling in my cock. Nope, nope, Dex, not a wheelchair. Not a wheelchair. Let's see. Okay, Cheryl and Spirit Stalker say candy. Yeah, candy. Yep, number 6, candy. Bottom of the survey. Bottom of the survey. Peter says cigarettes. There you go, Peter. Number 5 is cigarettes. Number 5 is cigarettes, but not beer. But Cheryl got it. Cheryl, I see Cheryl has it. Yep, she's got it. It's the only one that got it, Cheryl. Makeup, number 1 answer. Makeup. Makeup, number 1. What's some of the other things they may shoplift? Nope, not any food. Not romaine lettuce and not any food. Not any drinks. Not any pencils. We got cigarettes. Dirty magazines. That would be nice to shoplift, but nope, it's not dirty magazines. It's not any booze or any books for school or batteries for MILFs. It's not a weed. It's not weed or comic books. Not booze. Pearl necklace. Nope, not a pearl necklace. Not Pokemon cards. Okay, Cheryl, you got one. Clothes. Clothes. Number 4 is clothes. So just need number 2 and 3. but it's not a condom or hair products, though. Not baseball cards. Oh, Cheryl and Tim got one. Oh, Jonathan also said candy. Peter's still on the anal category. Peter's still on the anal category. Um, uh, Cheryl and Tim got one. Number 3, jewelry. Or Peter and Roswell also said it as well. Now, oh, CDs. Actually, Tim, you're close. You're close. Go back a little bit. Go back a little more retro. What they had for CDs. What did they have before CDs? RT Hellcat. No, not that. Not hookers. What did they have? Yeah, cassette. Yeah, records or tapes. Number 2. Records or tapes. Number 2. There you go. There you go. There is your 6 answers to what teens may shoplift sometimes. Yep, I had to use the last line for number 6. I just barely had enough room for it. All right. I used to have the Elvis gold records. It's with Elvis, you always got hunk of burning love. Okay. Here's another question. Here is another question, and it's a little well, actually it's not that long, but let's see how you do with it. How will you do with it? We got the top 6 answers to this question. Name something working mothers have to do in the morning before they ever get to their jobs. What is something working mothers have to do in the morning before they even get to their jobs? What do they have to do in the morning? There you go, Cheryl and Jonathan. They have to cook breakfast. Number 3. They have to cook breakfast. Not coffee. Yeah, make breakfast. No, Peter, they're not going to get a hand job that early in the morning. Clean. Okay, there you go. Okay, there you go, Spirit Stalker. Yep, they do housework. They do housework. Number 6, housework. I don't know if Jonathan's meaning go to the bathroom or if he's saying shit to something else. If he's meaning go to the bathroom, no, doesn't say go to the bathroom. Let's see. Get kids to school. Yeah, there you go, Cheryl. They'll get kids to school or daycare. That's the number 1 answer. Get kids to school or daycare. Number 1. Not unless you consider take trash out as housework, then that would be there. But no. All right, let's see. Okay. Oh, I never saw those. Make lunch. Yeah, they have to fix lunches. Number 5. They have to fix lunches. Shower, not shower, or have sex with dad. No love making the early in the morning for them. Give up that ass. Nope. Cold coffee enemas. Nope. Dress the kids. Okay, yeah. Number 4, you get the kids ready. Number 4. All you have to do now is get number 2 and you'll have it. And we're about 25%, so I won't have to use it much longer. Let's see. Number 2. Not wash the clothes or play the banjo. I'll make her suck it from the back. Who are you talking about, Jonathan? Spirit Stalker? Shower? Nope. Not shower. Not put makeup on or get dressed. But yeah, she's got to get dressed for sure. But what else would she do before she can even get to her job? Besides dropping the kids off at school and daycare and, fixing lunches for the kids and the hubby. Let's see, what else would they do? Not load the Glock. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like she has to take a shit and a piss. Oh, okay. Then nope, not go to the bathroom. Not go to the bathroom. Make the world's tastiest meatloaf. Makes the world's tastiest meatloaf or rub one out or feed the pets or walk the dog. or make meatloaf sandwiches for your least favorite offspring. Call their best friend and complain. Nope, not not call their best friend and complain. Not shower or flirt with the trashman. Nothing like some hard anal in the morning. Not drive or get their oil changed. That's how I wake my wife up in the morning and stick it in your butt. Act like a Karen to a homeless person. Nope. We already got the kids off to school. It's not walk or exercise or rev her Harley. Should have had a V8. Could have had a V8. Smack. I'm not gonna smack it so hard like one of my friends used to do. Smack. He'd say he'd smack it so hard he hurts himself doing it. So I'm not gonna smack my head hard. Okay. I just softly slapped it. Yep, but could have had a V8. Oh, that was a little harder. Okay. Drop the kids off at the pool. No, not drop the kids off at the pool, but I know what you're trying to do. Laundry, but you're actually in the right place, Jonathan. You're thinking right. You're thinking right, but not the correct place though. Not dropping the kids off at the pool. I know what you mean, but we got kid take to daycare, but um, pull her husband's cock out of the freezer. Take the Browns to the Super Bowl. No, not taking the Browns to the Super Bowl. Not going back to sleep either. Before she's got to get to a job. So what is she gonna do for the? What's she gonna do for the? If she has little kids, little kids. If they don't go to daycare, then what is she gonna? Then what's she gonna go? She's gonna drive, but where's she gonna drive to? Where's she gonna drive to? She's gonna drive the. She's gonna drive somebody who's not old enough to go to take the Browns to the Super Bowl. Bobby Brown, James Brown, Whitney Brown. We got the kids at school at daycare, but we're talking about younger than that. If they're younger than that and they can't even go to daycare, hold on. I'll turn it on low power mode. That'll help it, I think. Put it on low power mode. Okay. Oh yeah, there you go. Number 2. They're gonna drop the kids off at the babysitter. Drop the kids off at the babysitter. Okay. All right, let's see. Next question. Next question is going to be this one. Okay. For this next question, this may be hard like the last one, but I'm going to try to give it to you anyway. This is going to be a little bit of a hard one, so be careful. So if you want to skip this one, you can, but let me read the question to you first, and then you can decide if you want to skip this question or not. Because this is another hard question. One time my babysitter touched my penis. He said my trunk was hanging out. I didn't think that was very appropriate for a babysitter. That's what he said. All right. Here's the question. Top 5 answers. Question is, name a famous outlaw gangster like Wild Bill Hickok or Pretty Boy Floyd who's known by a nickname. Famous outlaw gangster like Wild Bill Hickok or Pretty Boy Floyd who's known by a nickname. Okay, there you go. There you go, Jonathan. Al Scarface Capone, number 3. Number 3 is Al Scarface Capone. Al Scarface Capone, number 3. Not Dick Tracy or Waylon Jennings or Billy and Clyde or Ice-T. Or, not sure what you were trying to say, Jonathan. Tracy. Well, if you're trying to say Dick Tracy, it's not Dick Tracy. Ice Cube. Not Ice Cube or John Dillinger, but Cheryl and Jonathan got it. Billy the Kid, number 1. Number 1 is Billy the Kid. Oh, no, that's not one of them. Not Thelma and Louise or Henry Williams. Kid Billy. Kid Billy. Nope, not Kid Billy. Charlie Sheen and his torpedo of truth. Not the Lone Ranger. Not the Lone Ranger. Some of these, well, you might remember some of these. Not the Lone Ranger or the Duke or Dick Rambone. You've gotten Billy the Kid and Al Scarface Capone. Who else is there? Not John Weatherspoon. Jesse James? Nope. Peter wants to skip this question. What do you guys think? Oh, there you go. There you go, Jonathan. Butch Cassidy, but not Butch Cassidy, but you're close enough to get it. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, number 4. Number 4, Sundance Kid, number 4. Now it's got to get number 2 and 5, and number 2 and 5 are really going to be really hard to remember. I didn't even know those until Spirit Stalker says skip this question. I've gotten 2 skips. If I get 4 skips, I'll skip this question, even though you've gotten 3 of the 5 already. Number 2, but I'm warning you, number 2 and number 5 are going to be hard to remember. It's not Bonnie and Clyde or the Crisco Kid. Roswell says skip. All right, that's 3. If I get 1 more skip, I will skip this question. And then if I skip this question, then you can tell me if you even remember who they are. Skip 1. Okay. All right. There you go. That's 4 skips. All right. I'll go ahead and you got Billy the Kid. You got Billy the Kid. You got Billy the Kid, Al Scarface Capone, the Sundance Kid, but you didn't get number 2. What is number 2? Number 2 is Babyface Nelson. Babyface Nelson. Babyface Nelson. Oh, Roswell actually got it. Babyface Nelson and Bugsy Malone. He got him. He got him. There you go. There you go. Roswell actually got them. Babyface Malone and hey, we didn't need to skip. Roswell got him. Babyface Malone and and Bugsy Malone. Whoa, that's amazing. You remember them. All right. All right. Cheers to myself. Okay. Anyway, here's the next question. Now, anybody remember Babyface Nelson and Bugsy Malone? I wouldn't have gotten those. I did it all myself, like Kanye. All right. Anyway, here's the question. Here's the new question. Much easier question. Much easier question ahead. Here we go. All right. Question to this. We got the top. Yep, gangsters. We got the top 5 answers to this question. Question is, name something that an interior decorator helps you pick out for your home. Now, Peter, it just came to me. Something that an interior decorator might help you pick out for your home. Furniture. Okay, there you go, Cheryl. Furniture, number 3. And Spirit Stalker and Peter say wallpaper. There you go, you two. That's number 2. Paint. Okay, there you go, Spirit Stalker. Colors, number 4. Let's see. Curtains. Cheryl and Spirit Stalker say blinds. Okay, there you go. Curtains or drapes. That's the number 1 answer. And I remember after I heard it. And Cheryl said carpets, number 5. Hey, that's all of them. That's all of them. You just got it like that. That was really fast. Good job, you guys. That was really fast. Really fast. You didn't need any hints for those. You got them right like that. Okay. For all us men in here, we've got a question coming up right here. Okay, here we go. We got the top 6 answers to this question, but for this question, we ask 100 men. For this question, we ask 100 men, What do you spend most of your time thinking about? I'm not a girly man. Okay, okay, there you all right, there you go. Uh Peter Spirit Stalker, Tim, there okay, you guys got it. Sex or women, that's the number one answer. Sex or women, number one. Cheryl says money. Money, yep, there you go, Cheryl. Money or bills, number three. Money or bills. Work, okay, Cheryl got work and Peter got job, so they both got it. Work or business, number two. Number two, work or business. Now just got to get 4, 5, and 6. Got the bottom three, you got the top three, get the bottom three now. Uh, mm, not cars or problems or generic Viagra advertised on TV. No. We got the sex answer. Not working out or monogram cum rags. We need DG for that. Not food. The kids, okay. I'm gonna give you that, Tim, for well, you said the correct thing anyway. Family. Family, number 5. Number 5 is your family. Bowling, okay, Roswell and Tim got it. Yeah. Sports, number 6. Now just got to concentrate on number 4. What could number 4 be? You might be worried about what? Or what? Or not worried, but most of your time thinking about. It's not white Russians, not gay fisting. Shan's not in here, so she's not here to support that answer, Peter. I mean, Roswell. She keep getting your names mixed up, bud. Let's see. Life insurance. Not life insurance. Oh, Tim got it. The future. The future. Yep, number 4, the future. If you're worried about the future, what can you do? If you're worried about the future, go see a fortune teller. Or easily, just watch the Jetsons. They're in the future. Okay, here's a good one. Let's see how much you know about this one. This is a good one. We got the top 5 answers to this question. Here's the question. Question is, name a state that during the Civil War was part of the Confederacy. Name a state that during the Civil War was part of the Confederacy. Yeah, you'll be limited to 50 guesses because this is a state you got to get. Okay, Peter got Virginia, number 2. Virginia's there. Nope, Kentucky is not there. But yep, Peter and Tim got Virginia, number 2. I'm surprised that Kentucky was not there, but nope. No, Kentucky's not there. What are some other states? Peter says Georgia. Okay, there you go, Peter. Georgia is the number 1 answer. And Spirit Stalker, nope, not Tennessee either. Not Louisiana. Which Carolina? Oh, which Carolina? No, not North Carolina. Not North Carolina. Was that the one you were trying to go for, Tim? North Carolina? You had to be specific. Spirit Soccer was specific. North Carolina is not a correct answer. Okay, there you go. South Carolina. South Carolina. Tim and Peter got it. South Carolina, number 5. Now just need number 3 and 4. It's not Illinois. Not Illinois. Not Illinois. What else do you think? Florida. You got 2 more. 2 more. Not Massachusetts and not DC. Not New York. Not Maryland, not Pennsylvania either. It's not Michigan. Question, Cheryl, is name a state that during the Civil War was part of the Confederacy. It's not Idaho either. It's not Wyoming. Nope, not Delaware either. Nope, not Nevada. Spirit Stalker guessed east. If you got some guesses east, Peter, you go for them. Guess. You may be right. I have been. Nope, not New Jersey. I heard a bump or something. It's not Boston either. Not New Hampshire. It's not in. It's not any. Bama. Okay, there you go, Peter. Alabama. Number 4 is Alabama. Number 4, Alabama. Now just need number 3. I'm surprised the cops don't mess with you more often than they do. It's not Rhode Island. Now you've got number 4, Alabama, thanks to Peter. What's number 3? Not Delaware or Rhode Island. Peter, did you cheat? Spirit Stalker, more south. We've got Virginia. Peter says Spirit Stalker, more south. He's trying to tell you more south. We've got South Carolina. Yes, we got that. But what's the number 3? Oh, Tim got it. Mississippi. Number 3 is Mississippi. Those were your 5 states that during the Civil War was part of the Confederacy. Georgia, Virginia, Mississippi, Alabama, and South Carolina. Okay, we've got about 8% left. We might be able to get in one more question maybe. You guys want to try one more question? We got 8% left and there is 6 answers to this question. We can hold it off until Friday or we can try to get this one as well since we got 8% to go. I paid attention at school too. I was just stoned all the time. Okay, Spirit Stalker wants to try it. Anybody else want to try this question as well? Might have to skip 2 more. I don't know if we can do 2 more, Jonathan, because we got 7% left on this phone. Left, so the best we can do is 1 more. All right. So we'll do 1 more. We'll do this one real fast. Top 6 answers to this question. Last question. Question is, names always carry in your car but rarely use. What is something you carry in your car but rarely use? Mississippi by train. Jack. Okay, there you go, Cheryl. A jack. Number 3 is a jack. Flashlights. Okay, Peter, there you go. Flashlight. Number 1 answer. Spare tire, Spirit Stalker got spare tire number 2. And Jonathan and Cheryl did too. Spare tire number 2. Not first aid. Not first aid, but a map. Yep, Peter got it. A map. Number 5 is a map. Let's see. You've got now. Just got to get number 4 and 6. You got it, and then you've got it. Let's see. Number 4 and 6. Flares. Not flares, but you're awfully close. I think one. It's not a blanket or directions to Heather's house. Water? Nope, not water. Question, please. Roswell, question was, name something you always carry in your car but rarely use. It's not a gas tank. There you go, Spirit Stalker. Jumper cables. Number 4 is jumper cables. Number 4, jumper cables. Spare tire number 2. Okay, now you just got to get number 6. What's that number 6 answer? 6 is what? You got the spare tire. Not a tire iron. Tim, you know what a flashlight is? Do they have those in New Zealand? Planters peanuts in case you get hangry. Nope, not Planters peanuts. A glass breaker? Nope, not a glass breaker. A guide about Lana. Again with the anal question. Again with the anal. Not seatbelt cutter. Not Planters cashews. I don't have one though. Not 40-ounce bottle of Old Duels. Hint. Okay, hint. Number 6 would be you need this when it's raining. When it's raining, you need this. You need to keep it in your car anytime it rains. When it rains, yep, an umbrella. An umbrella. There you go, an umbrella. Number 6 is an umbrella. Actually, Jonathan, we have 5% left. We might be able to get 2 more in if you want to try. Do you want to try? Well, yeah, we can get 1 more in, I think, if you want to try. I live in Washington. We don't melt. Okay. Here's the question. Last question. We got the last question here. Top 4 answers to this question. Name a famous cartoon bird. Name a famous cartoon bird. Beeswax. You came, but you came for the very ends. We're about to die. But we're gonna do this question. Yep. Name a famous cartoon bird. Tweety Bird. There you go. Spirit Stalker. Tweety Bird is not Tweeter and Peter and Spirit Stalker. Tweety is number 1. And the Roadrunner, there you go, Beeswax, he's number 4. Meep Meep. Not Daffy Duck. Okay, we did get Woody Woodpecker number 2 and Big Bird number 3. There you go. You've got them. You got them all. That was pretty fast. Now, what's the next question? Oh, 5%, but this is probably a little bit of a harder question. Do you guys want to, if we got 4% left, you think we should call it now and we'll just do it Friday? What do you guys think? Do it. All right. We'll try 4%. Let's play on. Okay, let's try. Okay, we got the top 5. Call it a night. Go for it. All right, 1 more. If you guys can do it, let's see. We got the top 5 answers to this question. Name a kind of person who speaks at a graduation ceremony. Who's someone that might speak at a graduation ceremony? A teacher? Not a teacher, but okay, there you go. A student. What kind of student, Jonathan? Principal. There you go. Principal number 3. Black people. You got to be more specific. Yeah, principal. We got that. Valedictorian. Okay, valedictorian number 2. Spirit stalker. Got that. Superintendent. No, Dr. Victorian. Nope, not Dr. Bill Cosby. Not Dr. Bill Cosby. And my Jello pudding pops. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Parents. Bill Clinton. Okay. Ronald Reagan. Okay. There you go. A politician. That's the number 1 answer. Politician. Yep. Trump. Politician. Yep. Okay. Got two more to go, and you got 3%. It's not class president or Dr. Fine. James Brown. Nope. Carl from Simpsons. Dr. Howard. Should I give you a hint since we only have 3% left on here? It's not Morgan Freeman. Military person. Not a celebrity. Yes. Hints. Okay. Your hint would be this one. Number 4. He kind of speaks on Sundays. You know, he's a person from church. He's a person from church. Who would be a person from church that might speak? Well, pastor, priest. Okay, there you go. Okay, I'll give it to you. Clergyman, number 4. And number 5 would be somebody who's big on, would love to come speak to people, you know. He'd love to come speak to people. What might he be? High tech what? He's like high tech. Yes, Friday this week. High tech. He's a high techer, you know. He's kind of he runs something, you know. What does he run? Business. Yeah, there you go. Business. There you go. Businessman. And I might make it on. There you go. There it is. And that is it for tonight. That is it for tonight, folks. And I think have just made it. Yep. I will see you guys tomorrow. We're at 2%. 1%. So it might dive. So until next time, everybody, much love. And until next time, everybody, peace.